From Hollywood, it's Flash Frame with all your favorite stars. And here's our favorite star, Bob Eubanks.
Well, thank you very much, and hello, everybody. Welcome to Flash Frame. Today, our teams are going to test their knowledge of the world of entertainment. Now, here's what's going to be happening. We'll be screening some famous faces, as well as highlighting some of your favorite television shows and motion pictures, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have two great teams. Why don't we meet our first team right now? Bill Armstrong, who are they?
Bob, there's a story here somewhere. This entire team met on a waterbed. Let's meet the Triviadores.
I love this. You met on a waterbed?
Well, not exactly.
I mean, would you call that victory at sea? Maybe not.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
How did you meet?
Well, we met because we were all selling waterbeds, and except for Chris, and we said that he just watched, so that was how we met.
I see. So Chris is the watcher.
He's the watcher.
That's
right.
a little weird. You know that, Chris. Oh, who are your team members besides Chris, then? We've already met Chris, and we don't want to talk to him anymore at all.
Then we have Hank and
Hank.
RJ.
RJ. All right. What does RJ stand for?
Robert John.
Robert John. I'm a Robert also.
Spell it the same way.
Probably so. They call you Bob sometimes?
Sometimes.
How do you spell your Bob?
V-O-B.
No, I spell mine the other way. Yeah. Nice to have you with us. Let's see the other team. Go.
Bob, this is the wildest foursome around. They're the Looney Tunes.
The Looney Tunes. How'd you get the name Looney Tunes?
Because we're Looney!
Listen, I've been out with some girls that would have helped their looks. I'll tell you that. Where are you folks from?
Well, San Fernando Valley. We're from San Fernando Valley,
San
right.
Fernando Valley. Introduce your team members to me, would you?
Okay, this is Barry, this is Arnie, and this is Zoe.
And Zoe, how'd y'all get together?
Through business. We've
What?
worked with each other or had business dealings with each other.
You're not in the waterbed business.
No.
All right, I'm just
No.
wondering about what business was this?
Sales.
In sales. Well, it's nice to have you with us, and the very best of luck to you. Have a chance to win some big prizes in our show.
Hope so.
And we're going to have a lot of fun to do it, too. Remember now, each member of both teams will get a chance at competing head-to-head in one of our rounds. The team with the most points at the end of the show will win $1,000 in cash, plus play our bonus round to win over $10,000 in prizes. We're going to have some fun, and we'll be right back with round one to see if you can identify the stars right after this. Welcome back to Flash Frame. We have two very delightful teams. We're ready to play our game. Let's meet our first two players. Jane and Patty, come up here.
Good luck.
All right, ladies. Hands on the lockouts right there. Now remember, we're going to begin by focusing our attention on the big screen back behind me. And today we're going to be asking you to identify some well-known television shows. That'll be pretty easy. Every time you correctly identify a TV show that you see, you're going to get 20 points. However, I must warn you, an incorrect answer gives your opponent a free shot for half the points. In this case, it would be 10 points, right? Now, there's going to be 10 pictures in all. If you're ready, hands on your lockouts, let's take a look at our first picture. And remember, we're looking to name TV shows. Action, please. All right, Patty.
Ooh, the 18.
18. Yeah, Looney Tunes. Hit the boards. Coming up again. Here's one you're going to have to reach back. Oh, who did it?
Car
Patty.
56 or car 54?
That's right, car 54. Correct answer. Good find. A little more contemporary. Name this TV show. All right, Jane.
Hill Street Blues.
That's right, Hill Street Blues. She get in time. She did. Give them 20 points. Again, a famous television show. Yes.
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space, sure. Dr. Smith again. Here's one that's a little more difficult for you. Name this one. Yeah, Jane.
Oh, God.
Time's up for 10 points.
Hill?
No, not Matt Helm. What is it, gang?
Mickey Spillane.
Yeah, it's Mickey Spillane and Mike Hammer, sure.
Yeah.
No one gets
Oh,
any
Mike.
points with that one. That's okay. Doing fine. Here's an easy one. Name this TV show. How'd you know what it was, Jane?
Beverly Hillbillies.
That's right, Beverly Hillbillies. It's okay to be fast, but let's not overdo it, all right? 40 points for the Triviadores and 60 for the Looney Tunes, and here comes another one. Name this one. All right, Patty.
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes are correct answer. The 20 points for the Looney Tunes. If you stay home on Saturday mornings, you'll recognize this one. What is it?
The Flintstones.
No, it's not the Flintstones. For 10 points, Jane.
Oh, I know what it is.
The Jetsons?
Jetson! I've got a couple of more for you. Here's an Emmy Award-winning show. Name this one, if you will, please. Patty?
Cheers.
Cheers, right? Sure. Okay. If you get that excited over one answer, what are you going to do if you win the $10,000?
Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
I've got one more. Name this TV show. Patty.
Oh, God. Oh, The Munsters.
Munsters is the right answer. Good for you. All right. Very nice indeed. You got 50 points over here, 120 points over there. Back you go. Let's have our next two players up here. Come on, Barry and RJ. Good luck. You're going to have to do some catching up now, my friend.
All right.
It's going to be pretty easy to do that, though, because it's time for our showbiz quiz. And once again, I'll remind you, each correct answer is worth 20 points to you. If you miss it, however, your opponent gets a chance to answer it correctly for 10 points. So if you are ready, hands on your lockouts, RJ and Barry. Here's your first question. What number was Agent 86?
81.
No, I'm sorry. What number was Agent 86's girlfriend on Get Smart?
She was 99.
99! Yeah. Okay. Very nice indeed. Here we go with another question. Clint Eastwood was recently voted the #1 box office star in the United States. Can you tell me who came in second? Was it Eddie Murphy, Jane Fonda, or Burt Reynolds? Who buzzed in? It was
Burt
RJ.
Reynolds.
No, I'm sorry. For 10 points, can you name it?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Good one. Nice. Hey, way to go, Barry. Got another one. What was the name of Miss Kitty's saloon in Gunsmoke? RJ.
Long Branch.
The Long Branch Saloon. I want to know how come you knew the saloons.
No, the saloons.
Next question. Can you name Darren and Samantha Stevens' daughter on Barry?
Tabitha.
Tabitha, right. In Cool Hand Luke, how many eggs did... RJ?
50.
50 eggs. Sir, how many eggs did Paul Newman have to eat to win his bet? Good movie, too. From The Odd Couple, can you name Felix Unger's roommates? Okay, who was it? It was Barry.
Oscar Madison.
Boy, you knew that one, too. Oscar Madison. Until his death, he provided the voice for Mickey Mouse. Who is he? RJ?
Walt Disney.
It was Walt Disney. Unknown fact. Hello, Pluto. That was my only imitation. I thought I'd use it right here on television. What is the top grossing movie of all time? Is it Barry? I'll repeat the question. What's the top grossing movie of all times? Is it E.T., Star Wars, or Jaws?
E.T.
E.T., yes. Yeah. 10 points.
Come on,
Another question for you. Devastated by the Dust Bowl, a family of Oklahoma farmers set out for California. Barry?
Grapes of Wrath.
In the Grapes of Wrath. That was the epic motion picture. Very good. You're too young to know that answer. It's wonderful. Johnny Cash wears black. Mae West wore white. What color was Jane Mansfield known for? George.
White.
No, for 10 points.
Pink.
Pink is the correct answer. The man knows her. The song Ebony and Ivory teams Paul McCartney and Barry?
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, right again for 20 points. Your teammates are saying, come on, RJ. I'm saying, come on, RJ. He's saying, forget it. What was the name of the ship that made castaways out of the gang on...
The Minnow.
That's right. It was the SS Minnow on Gilligan's Island. Right. There it is. Time is up, Bell. All right, 120 points over here for the Triviadores. 250 points for Barry and his gang. And coming up next, I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to go off to the movies, and we will do that right after these very important words. See you tomorrow.
Good as it tastes, tapping the one that browns. Some of our participants will receive Quoizel presents this hand-blown crystal lamp from the Satin Lace collection designed to add beauty and warmth to your home exclusively by Quoizel Lighting. And from across the Pacific comes Hawaiian Tropic Natural Tanning Lotions and Oils, plus this attractive Hawaiian Tropic Inflatable Raft. It's Andis quality personal care appliances for the whole family, designed for travel or home use. An assortment of hair helpers for your beauty needs, furnished by Andis. And now back to Bob Eubanks.
Thank you, Bill Armstrong. All right. We have two wonderful teams today on Flash Frame. The Triviadores have 120 points, but they're having such a good time they don't care. And over here, the Looney Tunes, they have 250 points. They're having a good time, but they care. And let's get our next two contestants. Hank and Arnie come up here.
How you doing?
We know what Hank does for a living. He sells waterbeds. What do you do, Arnie?
I'm a headhunter, Bob.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay there, but if you ever run into any hair, will you let me know?
Well, not that kind of
Hunting hair. Oh, different kind. I
Yeah.
see. All right. We have a couple here in the building. Never mind,
Okay.
Arnie. Step over here. It's time now to take a look at some scenes from films and television shows. I promise you we're going to go off to the movies, and that's what we're going to do right now. And these scenes feature personalities that everyone should know. Now, here's what happens. After the picture freezes, I'll ask 4 questions relating to that scene. So what you have to do is keep a sharp eye and a steady hand. Now, you're going to get 30 points for each correct answer. It's still anybody's game. Easy to catch up here on Flash Frame. And if you're ready, let's take a look at our first scene, and action, please.
Sonny, I was going to go for a famous man. Would you look in the camera, close up, and I'll close my eyes.
All right, for 30 points, can you name the young girl? Hank.
Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli. She was only 12 years old at the time. Sure. For another 30 points, name the interviewer. What do you
Jack
think?
Parr.
Arnie said Jack Parr, and he's right, from the Jack Parr Show. Liza won an Oscar in Hank?
For Cabaret.
Cabaret! Yes, in 1972. Very good. Yeah, I know it's yeah. It says that right here. He's telling me I'm right. I like a guy that does that. Can you name the nightclub? Yes, Hank?
Cavern.
No, I'm sorry. Can you name the nightclub here that Liza Minnelli sang in Cabaret?
Troubadour?
Oh, anybody? It's a Kit Kat Club. Kit Kat Club, sure. No one gets any points with that one. It's all right. We're going to go off to the movies again. Are you ready? Action, please.
You're being considered for the presidency, but it just slipped your mind. Oh, if I'd only known. If you'd only given me time to prepare for them. Now they'll see us as we are.
There it is for 30 points. Who's playing Mary Todd? Hank?
I don't have an
Time's it up. Can you steal it, Arnie?
I don't know.
Now, that's Ruth Gordon in 1940. Ruth Gordon. Arnie, I thought sure you'd know that. I can understand a young guy.
Old-timer,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Gee. Next question. It was almost 30 years later that Miss Gordon won her first Oscar portraying a witch. Name the film. Time's up. What is it, Zoe?
Rosemary's Baby.
It was Rosemary's Baby, sure. No, again, no points left. Miss Gordon is almost a cult figure today, and part of her following is due to her film.
Rosemary's Baby.
No, I'm sorry. Part of her following is due to her film, Rosemary's Baby, is due to her film pairing with Bud Cort in the love story of a 20 and an 80-year-old for 15 points.
Harold and Maude.
Harold and Maude, sure. Okay. Final question for this scene. Acting aside, yes, Arnie?
Raymond Massey.
No, I'm sorry. Acting aside, Ruth is also an accomplished screenwriter, usually partnered with her talented husband, author of Moviola and Tracy and Hepburn. For 15 points, can you name him?
No.
Can't do it? Who can do it? Zoe? Carson Kanan. I would have done it, sure. All right. 195 points to 280 points. And again, let's go off to the movies. Action, please.
Try that. Come on, dear. Oh, I forgot something. Darling, look. It's a receipt from a certain shop for a certain pair of chairs. Paid in full and they're delivered within the hour.
From the 1941 Hitchcock classic Suspicion, name the young lady in the scene. Hank.
That's Olivia de Havilland.
No, I'm sorry, it's not. For 15 points, Arnie, who is it? Time is up. Now do you know what it is, Hank? No, it was Joan Fontaine. Joan Fontaine.
Okay.
You're very cavalier about that, weren't you? Yeah. The 11s. All right. For 30 points. Next, I need the name of the man quacking on the left. Yes, Hank.
Nigel Bruce.
Nigel Bruce is a correct answer. Yes. Very good. Cary Grant was one of Hitchcock's favorite leading men. For 30 points, name...
North by
Arnie?
Northwest.
Okay, there was name one more Hitchcock film in which Cary appeared, and one of them was North by Northwest. You're right about that. You're making my job very difficult. But you got 30 points.
Okay.
One of these performers walked away with an Oscar for their contribution to Suspicion. Who was it?
Cary Grant.
No, I'm sorry. For 15 points, Hank, do you know?
Joan Fontaine.
Joan Fontaine, yes. There you have it. right, so 240 points for the Triviadores, 310 points for the Looney Tunes.
All right.
It's time now for our final challenge, and this is what we call our celebrity flashes. So players, rejoin your teams, if you will. They're going to need you. Now, we're going to see 10 lightning-fast celebrity glances, which will determine the winners of today's game, who will then go on, by the way, for a chance at over $10,000 in prizes during our bonus round. Now, today, your category teams will be Chips Off the Old Block, offsprings of famous people, Chips Off the Old Block. We're going to show you 10 pictures of well-known personalities that will flash on the screen for a total of just 5 seconds. After you've seen our famous faces once, then we'll show them to you again. Both teams will then have 20 seconds to discuss how many celebrities they can name correctly. Each correct answer gives you 40 points. Whichever team can outbid the other in identifying the greater number of stars gets the chance to do so. So good luck to the Triviadores and the Looney Tunes. If both teams are ready, action please. Here's your first look at them. All right, and here they are again. Okay, teams, you now have 20 seconds to talk it over. You can begin right now. And while our teams are talking it over, tell you what, let you and I do. Why don't we take one more look at them, but only you at home can see this final look. How many stars can you name if you were here and on Flash Frame? The Triviadores, the Looney Tunes. Winner of the game has a chance at $10,000 in prizes. And time is up. All right, let's have our next two members over here. Chris, join me, please. And Zoe, over here. Now, this is the way it stands. You have 240 points over here, Triviadores. You have 310, Looney Tunes. So because you have the lowest score, Chris, you get to go first. You need at least 2 correct answers in order to win the game. I'll start the bidding with you, Chris. How many do you bid?
I'll start with 2.
He says he can name 2. Zoe?
I know 3.
She says she can name 3.
I
Chris?
know 4.
He says he knows 4. Zoe?
I know 5.
The lady bid 5. What do you think, Chris? Big decision.
Name them.
All right.
Okay.
You bid 5. You have 20 seconds, 40 points for each one. Good luck to you. Go.
Okay. Michael Douglas, Liza Minnelli, Candace Bergen, Jane Fonda, Rick Nelson.
That's all of them? She got them all. You got it. And that's it. The Looney Tunes have won the game. What did I tell you, guys? She said you could name 5, and she did name 5. I'm sorry you didn't win. We do have some nice prizes for you, and thank you very much for joining us here on Flash Frame. You're nice people. We'll see you again, all right? And our champions, whoa! I don't think you could have named one more, though, do you?
I might have.
You might have. Well, you got
I'm counting them on my
You
finger.
got $1,000, and in just a moment, we're going to give you a chance to win up to $10,000 in prizes. When we come back right after this, see you in just a moment. Welcome back to Flash Frame. Our champions are the Looney Tunes. You've got $1,000, and we're not done, because next up, we have 10 more famous faces. Now, this is where teamwork is really going to be important for you. You'll have to work together to name all 10 faces. We'll pay you $100 for every face you name correctly, or if you name all 10, you're going to win this, Bill.
We'll fly each of you via Western Airlines spaceship from Los Angeles to Honolulu. The Islander service features warm hospitality and delicious cuisine furnished by Western Airlines. And from there, it's just a short hop to Kauai for a week stay at the Kauai Surf Resort, situated on Kalapaki Beach in Hawaii. 200 acres of tropical grounds, freshwater pool, luxury rooms, dancing and island entertainment furnished by Kauai Surf. And for casual and comfortable wear on your vacation, it's yachting by Lowell Dreyfus. It's his and her leisure sportswear constructed to produce quality fashion coordinates, designed in classic nautical styles for sea ashore, furnished by Yachting by Lowell Dreyfus. And a service merchandise gift certificate for a 35mm camera. Famous brand name items. Select from our 500-page catalog or redeem it at one of our showrooms, furnished by Service Merchandise. And to keep you from getting burned, you can keep track of the time with your his or her Benrus Citation Super Thin Quartz Watch. Yellow gold tone case with black dial and jeweled crown, furnished by Benrus Watch Company. And to make your traveling easy, Skyway's newest luggage for easier handling on stairs, curbs, and tight places. Luggage on wheels. Outdoor twist fabric and colors, including new Times Squares, furnished by Skyway. And to get you in shape for your trip, here's Excel's Brutus Bench Squat Rack and Leg Developer. quality-made exerciser for the home, designed to make exercising a pleasure, furnished by Excel. And now, back to Bob Eubanks.
Thank you, Bill Armstrong. All right, name 10, you get all those prizes. You have 2 categories to choose from. The categories are TV doctors or matinee idols. Which category?
TV doctors.
TV doctors. Here's the way it works. You'll see 10 pictures in just 5 seconds. And again, we'll run them by you twice before we ask you to identify them. Each member of your team can contribute as many names as they can remember. So Zoe, we'd start with you. Name as many as you can. When you get stuck, you say pass. It goes right on to Arnie, to Barry, and to Patty. All 4 of you can play, but your team has only 20 seconds to name all 10. Now remember, this is for over $10,000 in prizes. If you're ready, turn to the screen, and here is your first look. Here they come. Action. There they are, as we promised, one more time. $10,000 in prizes. Turn around if you would, please. And Zoe, you have 20 seconds. Begin.
Jack Klugman, Chad Everett, Jim Brolin, Richard Chamberlain, Gregory Harrison. Pass.
Ben Casey. Or Vince Edwards. Pass.
Mike Farrell. Pass.
Pass.
Oh, goodness. All of a sudden. Mark Harmon.
Time is up. How many did they name? They named 7. 8? They named 8. Not bad at all. Not too bad at all. Very nice indeed. All right. Let's take a look at them one more time for you and also for our folks at home. There's Richard Chamberlain from Dr. Kildare, Gregory Harrison from Trapper John, Mike Farrell from MASH, James Brolin from Marcus Welby, Chad Everett, of course, from Medical Center, Ed Begley Jr. from St. Elsewhere, Milburn Stone from Gunsmoke, Vince Edwards from Ben Casey, Mark Harmon also from St. Elsewhere, and Jack Klugman. So you get $800 added to the $1,000 that you won before, so you end up winning $1,800 here on Flashframe. Not bad at all. Time for us to go. See you next time on Flash Frame. So long, everybody.